look, I just got this bottle in. I love the Hokkaido one, so I can't wait to dive into this one. Are you ready? I know I am. Let's go. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways. I'm Doc Martinez, and today we're gonna just pop open this bottle and try it and give you a review. These things are distillery only, hard to grab, and I've just been blessed that I've been able to grab this one as well. So let's go ahead and just pop this open. Ooh, nice pop. Give myself a nice little pour. A little bit more. There you go. Ooh, and we're just kind of move this over so we let it breathe. Using my favorite glass. It's a bourbon hull. His mom made this specifically for me. Specialized glass just for me. As we're letting this sit on the side here, let's talk a little bit about this bottle. So this is the Bardstown Distillery Reserve. It's called Normandie. Calvados brandy finish. Ooh, Calvados finish. Those are always good. Straight bourbon whiskey finished for 28 months in Calvados brandy barrels, then 4 months in toasted oak. With the toasted oak, like, you know, you have this year's Jack Heritage Toasted. That's making my mouth water already. One thing I always loved about Bardstown is that they give you all the information. So on the back, it says small batch, expiration, cast finishes, and blends. This is 76% Indiana, age 13 years. The mash bill 75-21-04. And then a 24% is Indiana, 12 years, 75-21-0-4 as well. Yeah, look at this color. Great color on this bottle. But I'm going to go get everything set up so we can do this review. All right, so I have everything set up. Let's go in for this first part. Let's just kind of just look at this. Dark amber. I mean, that is amazing, amazing color. Just so much darkness on there. Let's look how it sticks to that glass. Man, it sticks to that glass pretty nicely. Very tight. Barely even starting to form now. Starting to slowly come down, almost, you know, real tight together. So that looks like there's a lot of oil in that, and I always get excited when there's that. So, all right, let's get into the rating. That's going for aroma. Oh my goodness, that aroma is pretty amazing. Ooh, making my mouth kind of drool a little bit already. I'm actually giving that aroma a 9. That's an amazing aroma. All right, flavors, the first taste, right? So this is my first taste of the day, my first drink of the day. Let's go for that. Oh my goodness, sweetness, buttery. So much went on in such a short period of time. My mouth could not keep up with that. That's my first drink. But lots of goodness, lots of sweetness. You do taste that sherry in there right away. And it adds another layer to it. Wow, that flavor, honestly, I'm going to give that a 9 as well. Complexity, let's see the complexity on this. I always like these second drinks. There's so much more you get from them. The complexity on this is nice. You got a tiny bit of spice. I'm starting to feel that Kentucky or Indiana hug, I should say, right? So you're starting to get that. You get a little bit of spiciness, but man, really quickly you get a sweetness, a vanilla, and then it goes into that, like a darkness, that Calvados flavor. That's just very, very nice flavor. I know I like that when there's finish in that. I know I like that flavor. There's a fruitiness to this, a nice overripe, kind of like a plum kind of thing to it as well. And then you get into some chocolate notes. Ooh, the complexity on this is very, very nice. I'm actually going to give that a 9 as well. Mouthfeel. Let's go in for that mouthfeel. So I'm going to let this kind of just sit in my mouth a little bit longer and just kind of just wash it around in the whole mouth. So this mouthfeel is very soft, very velvety. A little bit of tannic in the end there, which causes a little bit of a drying, but not an over drying. Ooh, my mouth is just salivating with every sip I take. It salivates a little bit more. It coats the tip, it coats the middle, it coats the back, roof of the mouth, down the throat. So actually, I mean, a very good overall mouthfeel. Stays in the whole mouth. Very nice, very, very soothing. Makes me want another sip. That mouthfeel, I'm actually going to give that a 9.2. Finish. Let's talk about that finish. Now that finish, more flavors, more of that darkness, more of that just fruitiness, more of that Calvados coming through, that sherry coming through, not over dry, not over tannic. Ooh, finish just goes on and on. Like every time I took a sip, I never left, my palate never was like completely like without any flavors in it. It's very soft, very nice, very inviting. This, whatever they're doing with these, the two that I have out of the three have been pretty amazing pours. I've really enjoyed them. Yeah, this is just one of those that just another level. I like what they're doing with these. I don't know how they're doing these because, I mean, they're such small batches, but they're doing a really good job. This finish, even now, still in the mouth. That Calvados stays behind. A little bit of that whiskey with a little bit of that Calvados finish. That's just a sweetness there as well. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Yeah, this finish, I'm actually going to give that a 9.5. The biggest question, would I buy again? Oh, yeah, I would buy this again. The problem is, on secondary, these things go for like $500. And would I pay $500 for this? No. Would I pay what I paid for this? You know, a little bit over MSRP? 100% every day, right? So that's where the problem comes in. If I could find this and it was on the shelf and I said, hey, this is something to go grab, I'd give it a 9 to 10 out of 10. The fact that this is so limited, which I can see why. It just what they're doing with this series is just amazing. So for that reason, I'm actually going to give it a 5, because a 5 being that at secondary, anywhere from $400 to $500, I wouldn't pay that again for it. So I'm gonna give that a 5. All right, so my total for this is actually 50.7. 50.7, good way to start off the year, right? 50.7. Wow, I'm really liking this pour. This is one that I'm gonna have to share some of this. So as always, anytime I do a review, I do share. So I'm gonna share some of this, but I'm also gonna share this with some friends that I want them to be able to taste this and possibly review it themselves. These things are just knocking it out of the park. Honestly, we're starting the new year off. This is 2026. I know this is from last year, right? But I have it this year. I would say this is already starting off. It's funny I'm saying that because it's my first one, right? But I'm saying this could already be whiskey of the year for me. Wow, this is just so good. Yep. All right, my friends. So if you want to have a chance to win a sample, this is how you do it. In the bottom below, let me know, what was your whiskey of the year of 2025? Whiskey of the year of 2025. And I also want you to add #Normandy. #Normandy. Ooh, this was a good one. Great way to start off the year. Well, my friends, thank you for joining me on another journey down my whiskey rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends. Cheers.